everyone! As I'm sure most of you know, the new Star Wars movie just came out and I just can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet because I don't really like overcrowded movie theaters, so I'm just waiting for the hype to die down a little bit. But in the meantime, I decided I would make something Star Wars themed. So today we're going to make a Stormtrooper button wall art. So let's get started. The supplies you will need are buttons in a variety of grays, blacks, and whites, some tacky glue, and I will also be using adhesive spray, which is optional, a paintbrush, paint in whichever background color you choose, scissors, a blank stretched canvas -12 by 12, and finally you will need a printout of a Stormtrooper helmet. I found this one on Google Images by searching for Stormtrooper vector art. The first thing you're going to want to do is paint your canvas, and make sure you test your paint first because that's something that I didn't do, and the color I chose originally was a little bit too bright pink for me, so I actually ended up going over it in a deep red. While you are waiting for your paint to dry, you can go ahead and cut out your Stormtrooper helmet. Once your paint is dry, you can go ahead and use your tacky glue or even adhesive spray and glue your helmet onto your canvas. Make sure you work quickly so the glue stays wet enough for you to be able to move it around to try and center it properly. Now for this part, there are one of two ways to do it. The quick way would be to glue each button down as you go to place it. I personally prefer to place all of my buttons down without gluing them first. This way, if I need to change anything, I can still move other buttons around instead of them being glued in place and I can't change them. But this gives me an actual visual of where all the buttons are supposed to go. Once all of your buttons are placed down, you can start to glue them if you haven't already. And after I'm done gluing them, I like to flip the entire thing upside down just in case I missed a button, it will fall out and I'll be able to put it back in its place and glue it. After your buttons are glued down, this part is completely optional, but I think it helps to fill it in and give it more dimension. I like to take more buttons and put them on top in places where there are maybe big gaps or just places that I feel need to look fuller in general. I just really think it adds to the final product. For this, I just glue as I go because I'm not putting all these buttons right next to each other anymore. I'm just putting them in random places where I feel like it just needs to be filled in a little bit. And once the glue is dry, you're all done! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time!